Welcome to the Virginia Lottery's live Pick 3 and Pick 4 drawing for Monday, March 29th, 1993. We're ready. Let's pick 3. First number for tonight is number 5. Second number is number 1. And our last number is number 3. 513 is tonight's winning Pick 3 number. Both of tonight's drawings are being observed by the public accounting firm of Pete Marwick. And now for Pick 4. First number is number 6. Second number is number 8. Third number is number 5. And our last number is number 1. 6851 is tonight's winning Pick 4 number. Don't forget to join us at 11:20 this evening for Cash 5. You can win $100,000 all at once.
Round-the-clock cleanup of a huge oil spill after the awards.
This is Jeopardy! Now entering the studio are today's contestants. An editorial assistant from Anaheim, California, Susan Foreman. A postal clerk from Westfield, New Jersey, Don Minella. And our returning champion, a banker from Jamaica, New York, Abraham Egg, whose 3-day cash winnings total $33,000. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, everyone, and welcome again to our program. If you are regular fans of Jeopardy, you know that each year we have a tournament of champions. In the past 9 years, no one has made it to the tournament as a 3-time winner. We've had some 4-time winners. So far this season, we have had 4 undefeated champions and 3 4-time winners. Abraham Egg, who has won a lot of money already, would like to win this game today, therefore, in order to qualify somehow for that tournament of champions. But Susan and Dawn may have something to say about that. They are the newcomers. Welcome aboard. Good luck to all 3 of you in this first round of play, the Jeopardy round. One daily double coming up, as you know, in one of these categories. Let's take a look at them. We have transportation, the 1950s, herbs and spices, awards, painting and sculpture, and finally, homophonic pairs. Abraham, your choice.
Transportation for 100.
Answer. The first city to have a subway. Its system is called the Tube or the Underground. Susan.
What is London?
Right.
Herbs and spices for 100.
Dijon is the main French center for making a condiment out of this plant's seeds. Abraham.
What is mustard?
Right.
Transportation for 200.
In 1896, the first motor truck was built by Gottlieb Daimler in this country. Abraham.
What is Germany?
Yes.
Transportation for 300.
In 1785, Congress initiated mail service using these horse-drawn vehicles. They used stagecoaches. Abraham, back to you.
Transportation for 400.
Some American Indian tribes carried goods on this A-shaped drag. What is the travois? Remember seeing it dragging behind the horse? Abraham.
Transportation for 500.
Answer there, the daily double. All right, a lucky break for you, but a little too early, I think, to be very meaningful. You can risk up to $500, Abraham.
$500.
All right, that'll give you $800 if you are right. Here is the clue in transportation. In 1991, this Fort Worth-based airline led all U.S. carriers in passenger miles flown.
What is United?
No, sorry, United, I believe, is based in Chicago. American Airlines is based in Fort Worth. And so you're at minus 200. Select again.
The 1950s for 100.
The 22nd Amendment, adopted February 26, 1951, limited presidents to this many full terms. Abraham.
What is 2?
Right.
The 1950s for 200.
This Wisconsin Republican was condemned by the Senate December 2nd, 1954. Abraham.
Who was Joseph McCarthy?
Right.
The 1950s for 300.
Dogfights between jet fighters first occurred in the 1950s in this war. Don.
What is the Korean War?
You're right.
May I have the 1950s for 400, please?
Using his anti-polio vaccine, inoculation of school children began February 23rd, 1954 in Pittsburgh. Abraham.
Who was Dr. Jonas Salk?
Correct.
The 1950s for 500.
In 1950, he was named the greatest horse of the first half of the century by the Associated Press. Don.
What is Man of War?
Man of War, good for $500 more. You've got the lead.
May I have awards for 100, please?
His Ropin' the Wind album won a 1992 Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance Male. Susan.
Who is Garth Brooks?
Correct.
Painting and sculpture for 100.
Of Coloretto, Painteretto, or Tintoretto, the one who was a famous artist. Abraham.
Who was Tintoretto?
Yes, I wonder who those other guys were. We'll take a break right now, and I'll try to figure it out. We have Don in the lead by $200. He's got 800 to 600 for Abraham. Susan has 200, and it's break time for us. We'll return to conclude the Jeopardy round right after this.
Now that you can find Lance family packs on your grocer's shelf, ordinary snacks like potato chips seem, well, blah. The common candy bar, out of the question. And snack cakes, forget it. When you're looking for flavor that's out of the ordinary, look for Lance. So many varieties to choose from, like mild cheddar on crisp wheat crackers or smooth peanut butter on tasty cheese crackers. All in the convenient family pack. Lance, a break from the ordinary.
The thing I like most about Mix 107.3 is the amount of music they play. They play more than any other station here in Washington.
I mean, midday, I think they're playing like 50 minutes of music an hour. You don't find that anyplace else.
Kenny Loggins, Anita Baker,
Billy Joel, Michael Bolton,
Elton John. Mix 107.3 plays the music that brings back the best memories of my life.
I'm hearing the new stuff as well.
It's high school, college, graduate school, bachelorettehood, and now married life. And it's just a great mix.
Washington's best music mix, 107.3.
Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer is nice. So Chevy S10 Blazer LT for $2,400 less. Explorer gives you four-wheel anti-lock brakes. Ditto for Blazer. Leather seats, same here. Custom two-tone paint. Likewise, but Blazer has more horsepower, higher ground clearance, and more towing capacity for $2,400 less. Our ashtrays are kind of nice. It's your decision, it's your call, but your local Chevy Geo dealers think it's not even close.
All right, here we go. Abraham, you select again, and we'll complete the round.
Homophonic pairs for 100.
Chop after-dinner candies into small pieces. Susan.
What is to mince mince?
Right.
Homophonic pairs for 200.
It's financial gain for Isaiah or Muhammad. Susan.
What is prophet's profit?
No. Abraham or Don? You kind of mixed it up just a little bit, Susan. You gave me prophet's prophet, which is not a homophonic pair. If you had said prophet's prophets or prophet prophet, it would have been acceptable. Pick again.
Homophonic pairs 300.
A swank and stylish Arabian prince. Abraham.
Who is a chic chic?
Yes.
Homophonic pairs for 400.
Sells foot levers for bicycles. Susan.
What is a peddler?
No. Abraham?
Who peddles pedals?
Yes.
Homophonic pairs for 500.
A bold preface to a novel. What is a forward? Forward. Abraham, go again.
Awards for 200.
Answer. Sam Shepard got an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor for playing Chuck Yeager in this 1983 film. Don.
What is the right stuff?
Correct.
May I have awards for 300, please?
In 1977, Lindsay Wagner won an Emmy for playing Jamie Summers in this TV series. Abraham.
What is the $6 Million Woman?
No. Susan.
What is the bionic woman?
Correct.
Herbs and spices for 200.
The corns of this spice are red when picked and turn black when dried. Don?
What is peppers?
Yes.
May I have herbs and spices for 300?
Answer. The curly-leaved variety of this herb is the most popular garnish in the U.S. Susan.
What is parsley?
Yes.
Painting and sculpture for 200.
Pissarro's painting of the Boulevard Montmartre at night depicts a street scene in this city. Abraham.
What is Paris?
Right.
Painting and sculpture for 300.
Diego Rivera specialized in this type of large wall painting. Abraham.
What are murals?
Correct.
Painting and sculpture for 400.
A shield was put up around this statue in Florence in 1992 to stop people from knocking off its toes. Don.
What is David?
Yes.
May I have painting and sculpture for 500, please?
This artist gets all wrapped up in his work. He draped the Pont Neuf with 440,000 square feet of fabric. Susan.
Who is Cristo?
Correct.
Herbs and spices for 400.
Jamaica produces the finest of this root spice found in Chinese food and pumpkin pie. Susan.
What is ginger?
Yes.
Herbs and spices 500.
Swedes marinate salmon with the leaves of this pickle herb to make gravlax. The pickle herb is dill. Susan, 2 clues left. Which one do you want to take a look at?
Awards for 400.
James Earl Jones won a 1969 Tony for his role as boxer Jack Jefferson in this play. Abraham.
What is the Great White Hope?
Correct. And now our last clue. In 1951, this pogo creator won the Reuben Award for Outstanding Cartoonist of the Year. Abraham.
Who is Walt Kelly?
You are right, and that takes you over the 2000 mark. You're at 2,400. You've got the lead. Don comes next with 1,600, and then it is Susan at 1,200. Susan Poorman from Anaheim, California, here in Southern California. Editorial assistant with a wild ambition. You want to get away from here. Where do you want to go?
Tahiti.
Why?
It's warm, it's tropical, and someone told me they don't allow computers there.
What have you got against computers?
They've made my life miserable.
Really? In what way? Personal computers, business computers?
Both.
Uh-huh. Don Manella from Westfield, New Jersey, a postal clerk who went to the same school as Danny DeVito, right?
That's correct.
Did you get to meet him there?
Well, he was a year behind me, but he was in the drama club, and he played the part of St. Francis of Assisi.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did he play it well?
He played it well, and of course, he didn't quite play that type of role later on, but it was a star for him.
A far cry from that later on. Yes, indeed. Nice having you here. Abraham Egg from Jamaica, New York. You went on a survey of the Dead Sea Scrolls area. Tell me about that.
Well, despite the worldwide interest in the Dead Sea Scrolls, in modern times there was, until the winter of 1991, there was never a thorough topographic survey of the area. So under the auspices of of Cal State Long Beach, we went over to Israel, about 20 of us, and scaled all the hills in the 18-mile area, 18-mile long ridge area, and we found where all the caves were and mapped them, and so future generations of archaeologists will be able to look in those caves.
Good. Sounds very exciting. And we've got an exciting game underway, and it'll pick up in Double Jeopardy right after this break.
Mercury Grand Marquis has more passenger room than Buick Park Avenue or Olds 98. More trunk room and more horsepower. But there's one thing it has that's less than its competition. A sticker price, thousands less. The 6-passenger V8-powered Mercury Grand Marquis. One look and you simply have to have it. See your Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
Snap out of it, Anderson. You've got all the best equipment.
No matter what your game, the Sports Authority has the top brand names at everyday low prices.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
The best athletic wear comes from Bike Athletic. See our huge selection of baseball pants, jerseys, coaches' shorts, compression shorts, and supporters.
Oh, the agony of defeat.
The Sports Authority. You've never seen anything quite like it.
How do you make fun more fun? The answer's at Paramount's King's Dominion. Join the fun at Paramount's King's Dominion, where the magic of the movies meets the thrills of a lifetime.
Get Paramount's King's Dominion $5 coupons at People's Drugstores.
Extra 104.
Hi, this is Dave Kellogg.
Wait. Hold on. Here's a very important reason to listen to Great Oldies Extra 104 tomorrow. You could win $1,000 an hour from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. guaranteed. That's right, win $1,000 every hour. So forget your old station. Make sure you listen to Great Oldies Extra 104 tomorrow. Win $1,000 an hour, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. guaranteed on Extra 104.1 FM.
Welcome back. The Double Jeopardy round coming up right now, in which we have those 2 daily doubles. Let's get into it. Here are the categories. We start off with geography. Next comes politics, science and nature, books and authors, modern black history, and finally ballet. And Susan, you lead us off in this round, please.
Books and authors for 200.
Answer. 2 years in a row, this comedian topped the bestseller list with Fatherhood and Time Flies. Abraham.
Who is Bill Cosby?
Correct.
Ballet for 200.
The folklore of this religion inspired Jerome Robbins' ballet Dybbuk Variations. Don.
What is Judaism?
Correct.
May I have modern black history for 200, please?
Bobby Seale, co-founder of this militant group, later wrote a cookbook, Barbecuing with Bobby. Don.
What are the Black Panthers?
Correct.
May I have modern black history for 400, please?
In 1964, he quit the Nation of Islam and founded the Organization for Afro-American Unity. Abraham.
Who was Malcolm X?
Correct.
Ballet for 400.
Calliope, Polyhymnia, and Terpsichore, who are three of these goddesses, appear in the ballet Apollo. Susan.
Who are the Muses?
Correct.
Books and authors for 400.
The Origin by Irving Stone is a biographical novel of this naturalist. Abraham.
Who is Charles Darwin?
Yes.
Ballet for 600.
Choreographer Auguste Bournonville has been called the father of this Scandinavian country's ballet. Abraham.
What is Denmark?
Right.
Ballet for 800.
This ballerina, who originated the role of the coquette in La Somnambula in 1946, is part Osage Indian. Susan.
Who is Maria Tallchief?
Correct.
Books and authors for 600.
Of Time and the River was Thomas Wolfe's 1935 sequel to this novel. Abraham.
What is You Can't Go Home Again?
Sorry, that is incorrect. Susan.
What is Look Homeward Angel?
Right.
Books and authors for 800.
Answer. E.M. Forster set this novel in the city of Chandrapur on the banks of the Ganges. Don.
What is the Passage of India?
No. Susan.
What is the passage to India?
Yes, that one little itsy-bitsy word cost you, Don. Sorry, a passage to India. Susan, back to you.
Books and authors 1,000.
Answer. His last novel, The Winter of Our Discontent, was published in 1961. Susan.
Who is Mom?
No. Don or Abraham? Correct response. Who is John Steinbeck? Susan, go back to you for the selection.
Modern Black History 600.
Hubert Geroid Brown was better known as this. Abraham.
Who is H. Rap Brown?
Correct.
Ballet for 1,000.
The Moor in the ballet Petrushka is one of these playthings, like Petrushka himself. Abraham.
What is a marionette?
Marionette or a puppet, right.
Politics for 200.
Answer at the top of that column. Since 1962, this Massachusetts senator's lowest winning percentage was 61% in 1982. Abraham.
Who is Edward Kennedy?
Correct.
Politics for 400.
This famous showman served 2 terms in the Connecticut legislature in the 1800s. Don.
Who is P.T. Barnum?
Right.
May I have politics for 600, please?
In 1991, Lynn Martin replaced this woman as Secretary of Labor. Susan.
Who is Elizabeth Dole?
Correct.
Modern Black History 800.
Answer there. One of the 2 daily doubles in this round. You're in second place. You trail Abraham by $1,800, but you can risk any or all of your $3,400, Susan.
I'll wager 1,000.
All right, for $1,000, here is the clue. In 1954, he was named an Undersecretary of the United Nations.
Who is Andrew Young?
No, sorry. Who is Ralph Bunche, Dr. Ralph Bunche. Andrew Young came later. You lost a little. Select again. You're still in second place.
Modern Black History 1,000.
It lasted from December 5th, 1955 to December 21st, 1956. Susan.
What is the Montgomery bus boycott?
Correct.
Geography 200.
Answer. In 1980, the island of Tobago was given considerable autonomy from this larger neighbor. Susan.
What is Trinidad?
Right.
Geography 400.
This U.S. Commonwealth is the easternmost of the Greater Antilles in the Caribbean. Susan.
What is Puerto Rico?
Correct.
Geography 600.
Add an X to the end of this English Isle's name, and you get a language spoken there. Susan.
What is the Isle of Man?
Yes.
Geography 800.
In the 1942 battle for this atoll, the Japanese lost 4 aircraft carriers and a heavy cruiser to the U.S. Abraham.
What is Midway?
Correct.
Politics for 800.
Answer. The other daily double. You have a $1,400 lead.
1,500.
All right. Here is the clue in the category politics. In 1896, this Ohio governor became the first presidential candidate to campaign by telephone.
Who was William Howard Taft?
No, sorry. Who was? McKinley. Don, you knew that, right? Yeah, but you didn't get the daily double. Abraham, back to you.
Politics for 1,000.
He founded the New York Tribune as a Whig daily, helped form the GOP, and was the Democrats' 1872 presidential candidate. Don.
Who is Horace Greeley?
Correct.
May I have Science and Nature for 800, please?
800. Formed by hundreds of single light receptors, it's the type of eye found in insects and crustaceans. Susan.
What is a compound eye?
Correct.
Science and Nature 200.
Answer. A hygrometer is any of various instruments for measuring this in the air. Abraham.
What is moisture?
Moisture or humidity, yes.
Geography for 1,000.
Named for a Russian, these Alaskan islands are famous for their fur seal breeding grounds. Susan.
What are the Kamchatka Islands?
No. Abraham or Don? Don.
What are the Bering Islands?
No. Abraham's not going to ring in. Correct response, what are the Pribilof Islands? Abraham, pick again.
Science and Nature for 400.
The anaconda is considered this type of snake because it kills its prey by squeezing. Susan.
What is a constrictor?
Right.
Science and Nature 600.
Meaning glowing with heat. It's the type of light given off by a light bulb filament. Susan.
What is incandescent?
Yes. All right, we have a very close match as we get set for Final Jeopardy. Susan is in the lead by $700 over Abraham, who is trying to become a four-time champion. Don could be a spoiler. He's got $1,600. He might well wind up being our new Jeopardy champion. We'll find out soon enough. Right now, we're going to find out about the prizes we have on today's program for the runners-up. Johnny Gilbert, please.
For today's second-place contestant, we'll fly you and a companion aboard TWA to New York. You're smart to save time and money with TWA's frequent flights to America's leading business and leisure destinations. And in New York, experience Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. Take the tour, dine at Panavino Ristorante, and attend a great performers or mostly Mozart concert. Accommodations provided by the Radisson Empire Hotel, located directly across from Lincoln Center. For today's third-place contestant, Sanyo's 27-inch large-screen stereo TV features 600 lines resolution, universal remote, 178-channel cable-ready quartz tuning, and comb filter from Sanyo. And all new editions of Wheel of Fortune featuring Vanna White and Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek for the 16-bit Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Genesis System. And now, once again, here's Alex.
Thanks, Johnny. Final Jeopardy category today, folks, is this: U.S. Geography. We'll be back with a clue after the break.
Julie Inkster, women's golf champion.
I couldn't afford to lose a golf tournament to diarrhea. I needed relief.
Introducing new Kale Pectate 2.
Something I could count on to let me play all day without worrying.
You'll often get one dose relief with new Kale Pectate 2 caplets.
Well, I did play all day, and the only thing I worried about were the sand traps.
Trust new Kale Pectate 2 for relief in one dose.
Good morning, Nutricize your body. Come on, Nutricize. Nutricize your mind.
Want to change your old size for a Nutricize? Call Nutrisystem. We'll teach you how to create a whole new relationship with food.
Nutricize your life.
Lose all the weight you want for $1 a pound, plus the cost of meals. Do it now. Call 1-800-321-THIN.
If you plan to be in the Los Angeles area and would like complimentary tickets to Jeopardy, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Jeopardy Tickets, 1040 North Las Palmas, Hollywood, California, 90038.
Would you rather buy 5,000 square feet of Scott's Turf Builder at Lowe's for $8.93 or 1,000 feet more at Heckinger for $1 less?
Oh, geez. I'm no good at making decisions.
And would you rather buy a Metal Industries glass and screen white storm door at Heckinger this week for $51 or go somewhere else and pay a lot more?
Well, personally, I like saving money, but that's just me.
At Heckinger, nobody beats our prices, ever. Guaranteed.
Heckinger. Definitely Heckinger.
This is right. This looks familiar. I remember this.
With Chevrolet's 24-hour roadside assistance, help is just a toll-free phone call away. Wherever you are, we'll be there. We'll even tell you where there is. What else would you expect from the heartbeat of America?
I think I'm a little lost.
I thought he was in jail. How could he be appointed? As a generation, we are sleeping
The man
more.
looks like a collie dog. Toxic levels in the water. It's like a circus without the
German
man.
Expressionism is a prologue to social upheaval.
1 minute singing, and then gunfire.
It's not about belief, it is about money.
42,000 miles, 6 grand
Tyson's Corner.
Dream.
Reasonable.
Come on, Tom, it's sweeps week. What do you expect?
Washington Post. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
U.S. geography, the subject for today's Final Jeopardy. The clue, players, and then 30 seconds to give you time to write down your question. Let's take a look at today's Final Jeopardy answer. It is this. The Klickitat Indians referred to this peak as Tawanlatla, meaning Fire Mountain. Good luck. Don, you were shaking your head. We're going to start with you. Let's see if you managed to write something down. What did you put down? What is Mount St. Helens? It looks like to me I've mastered the writing of our contestants on this program over 8.5 years. That is the correct response. Way to go. $600 is the wager. You go to $2,200. Let's go now to our champion, Abraham Egg. He had $4,700. Will he add to that? He will. How much was his wager? $4,500. He's got the lead at $9,200. Let's go now to Susan Poorman. She had the lead with $5,400. Did she come up with Mount St. Helens? She did indeed. And if she risked more than $3,800, she will be the new Jeopardy champion. The wager was $4,701, giving her $10,101 and making Susan the new champ. Congratulations, and thanks to our other players. Good game. We'll say goodbye, folks. Join us again tomorrow when Susan stands over here and defends for the very first time on Jeopardy. So long.
These two cars look alike because they were built just seconds apart at the same assembly plant. The new Geo Prism starts at $99.95, and the Toyota Corolla is about $1,100 more. Prism comes with a driver's side airbag and a 16-valve engine. The Toyota comes with a larger price tag. Prism has a 3-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Toyota wants $1,100 more. It's your choice, America. It's your money. Your local Chevy Geo dealers think the choice is obvious.
Now that you can find Lance family packs on your grocer's shelf, ordinary snacks like potato chips seem, well, blah. The common candy bar, out of the question. And snack cakes, forget it. When you're looking for flavor that's out of the ordinary, look for Lance. So many varieties to choose from, like mild cheddar on crisp wheat crackers or smooth peanut butter on tasty cheese crackers. All in the convenient family pack. Lance, a break from the ordinary.
Cleanup efforts continue in Fairfax County, but how will the area's worst oil spill affect the environment along the Potomac? Find out. Watch News 7 tomorrow at 6.
This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Merv Griffin Enterprises. Distributed by King World.